sorry about this time. I started it on a new computer, so we shouldn't have those issues. I'm not familiar with my Apple yet, so my fault. But, well, we'll just jump in real quick. Like I said, it's so fun to connect with everybody, and everybody gets to chat and see where each other's at. Before we get started too much, I wanted to welcome Michelle, or congratulate Michelle's coach, Rhonda, because she's just in the back and can't talk. But so, same with Rhonda, she's on the phone right now, but she made senior coach just in her first month. So
wow,
super awesome, super big deal. And TJ is Rhonda's coach. And TJ's also on fire. We've had a couple health assessments, and
yes, it's the other way around. Rhonda is my coach.
Yes, yes. You're a coach with her. So
correct, and she is awesome. Yes, I'm so happy for her.
Yeah, and I don't know if you guys caught that TJ's already dripping on people about the coaching opportunity, and not even with the health story. So. Have you started a program yet, TJ?
No, as a matter, I was going to say, I don't even have my package, and I don't even have my kit yet, but, I'm going with it. I'm following everybody. I'm looking at all the Facebook pages. I'm posting the recipes, which I've tried several, and they're yummy. I like the cauliflower idea because, I'm a tortilla lover, so that would be a great substitute. So I'm just, taking it all in. It's awesome.
Well, like you say, we love that energy, so we are happy to have you on board.
Thank you.
Anybody else have any announcements or new coaches or clients or anything they want to share?
I have a lot in the works.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's just the committing part.
Yeah, Felicity's got a whole family. If they say yes.
Yeah, I have a whole family, and then another couple, the one that has the bad diabetes, and the younger girl who's, I think, 19, that has all those health problems. I think it would benefit her a lot because she struggles to lose weight, and she can't get a kidney transplant until she loses weight. So waiting on that. Waiting for one to get off a cruise. Her husband's a diabetic too that has a pump. So I have a couple, 3 diabetics right now. So I'm going to definitely need help with that. 2 with pumps and 1 on insulin.
Wow.
I know. So
well, the nicest we can.
Yeah.
Does anybody have a type 1 diabetic client? No. I think Kylie does. Yeah, Kylie does.
She's really good. She started out on the 5 and 2, and only did that for about a week, and then she switched to the 5 and 1. And she blood sugars and stuff, but I wouldn't say she's really a brittle diabetic. She manages her blood sugars pretty well even before this. But I would say that probably the more of a brittle diabetic they are, meaning their blood sugars go from high to low really easily, I would start them out on the 5 and 2, I think. And that's kind of what I've read too. Is that right, Tanya?
Yeah.
Okay.
So just got to be careful with the blood sugars.
I know. It's scary. That's why I'm I don't feel so confident in it. I know it would be so great for them, but I'm just going to need a lot of coaching help there.
Yeah. Well,
Felicity, if I may, Tanya, I had one of my first clients that we spoke and didn't go through the whole assessment because she was just inquiring about the program, what type of foods, because she is at 20% kidney functional, and she was asking me a lot of questions and everything. I just took down the information, and Rhonda and I then debriefed afterwards, and she suggested I call the nutritionist department, which I did, and she sent me some information, and she said next time feel free to do a 3-way call with one of the nutritionists, and they would be able to help facilitate that phone call with you.
Oh, okay. Cool. I will do that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they like to hear from a professional, and then the fact that they're giving them the information and you're getting the clarification as a health coach to guide them through it, and then you can relay that on to, you know, me or somebody else and guide you through that process. But
Okay. I'll do that. I'll get them on the call.
Okay.
Too bad we can't have a 4-way call because I like Tanya on my phone calls.
I think you can, can't you? Has anybody?
If I do it as Zoom, I do it as a Zoom call, but I don't know if the nutritional support would be able to be on Zoom. I don't know.
No, I think you can add. Has anybody got more than 3 people on the phone before?
Yeah.
I think I have.
Really? Okay.
So
I'll
how
try
do you do it, Jacinda?
Well, you just have to add one person at a time. The person that does the calling has to put like the one person on hold and then add.
Okay. Keep adding.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
But we're glad to have Jacinda jump on. So anyway, anybody else have anything to celebrate or announce before we get started a little bit? Christy, you were saying something.
Oh, I was in Disneyland and I got 2 out of 3 while I was there. So hey, you can get clients no matter where you are. So
Oh, great.
so and it bumped me up to associate. So associate director. So I'm trying.
Well, and then that becomes your walking billboard for the next 5.
Right.
Were you just in line, or tell us about it?
Actually, I was in line for a ride, and one of my old college friends messaged me. She said, "Hey, I've been watching," and then the other 2 were just one was a referral from one of my clients right now, and the other one is just she watched her daughter-in-law doing it with me, and she put her husband on. So she's like, he's doing it, and he's type 2 diabetic. So, but there you go. It's kind of nice when you get referrals. I'd really like coaches. That's what I'd really like, and I'm working on a couple. Hopefully they'll come along. They're still working on themselves right now. They feel that's most important, and that's okay. So
Yeah. That's awesome. And Jacinda, do you mind sharing what you and Chelsea were saying, how Chelsea slowed it down, took care of her people, and now they were considering coaching? Just to kind of give an example of what Chrissy was just saying.
Yeah, I mean, Chelsea just decided, I don't know what she watched. It was one of the Monday night calls, I think, and one of the coaches was saying, I think it might have been Josiah, might have been one of them, that he grew really fast at the beginning, and he admitted that coaching, his clients were basically suffering because of his fast growth. And so they suffered a little bit, and then there was another so he like slowed down a little bit, and there was another girl that said her dad taught her, you know, there's only 2 things. There's 3 things you need to think about, but out of the 3 things, you can only do 2 of them. And I think it was something like quality, speed, and cost were the 3 things that you have to think about when you're growing a business. You know, the quantity, the speed that you want to grow it, and the cost that it's going to involve. And so he had told this girl, you know, pick the 2 that you want and go with those 2. And so Chelsea decided, you know, I'm going to go with quality because if I go with the speed, it's going to cost me. And so she decided to just get 3 people and stay with those 3. And all 3 of them are not the regular 5-in-1 people. Like one of them has type 1 diabetes, and she's only 26. And but Chelsea thought, I really want to take care of her. You know, I really love her, and I'm excited for her, and I want to take care of her. So I don't really care about growth, because my client that I do have is going to suffer if I grow too quickly. And the other one is she is dairy free. She's allergic to dairy. And I think the other one's allergic to gluten or something, but they're all like kind of high, high maintenance a little bit more time. But they're all killing it. And they all three want to become coaches at some point. They're like talking to her about becoming a coach. One of them happens to be 14 years old. So she decided, I don't really care about the growth. I want to take care of my people. And in doing that, she's getting them asking. She didn't even have to ask them about coaching. They're coming to her saying, this is awesome. I feel so good. Like, I want to share this with other people. Like, how can I help other people? And so she's pretty excited about that.
I love that. And it's true. I had no problems having people say yes, but I was trying to keep up with the amount of people. So then I really had to back that down and, start supporting clients and coaches and not bring on new clients or new coaches for a while. So sometimes it's just making what's best for the person, and it comes back to benefit you. It really does. And staying consistent, they come around eventually too when you're really taking care of them and when you least expect it. Chelsea wasn't even expecting that. So
no, and another thing that's happening is like one of them has a roommate, and the roommate is like, what are you doing, girl? You have so much energy, and like, share. And so this roommate is now, her next paycheck, she's going to sign up as a client. And so they're going to kind of do it together, and that's, I think, due to Chelsea taking such good care of this one, and just really nurturing her along the way, that her roommate's just seeing all these cool things and wants to be a part of it. And so it's just kind of falling into place for Chelsea. And it's slow. And, I'm always like, oh, you need to get to senior coach. But she's like, no, I'm going to just like, I want to be a senior coach, but I really want to take care of my people, and so that's good.
Well, and everybody can, some have more time than others to take care of them. So it doesn't mean that, everybody's story is going to be that same way. But
yeah,
Chelsea, what time she has is she's taking time for what she's doing. So, but some of us have time to help 5 or 6 or 10 or 20. It's just being structured with our time. So, and Jacinda is taking in new client or coaches that she's starting to bring in too. So her time's starting to get more and more balanced, right?
Yeah. I mean, for me, when I first started coaching, I got like 25 clients almost immediately. And that was a lot to put on my plate. I mean, that was part of the reason why I was like, I can't do this. I don't have time. This is too much, for me, because I already had a full-time job. And so I chose to back out of that really and start trying to get some coaches. And now that I have some coaches, it's like, wow, this is a lot less work, with coaches to help me. And I'm not having to manage all of these clients, and because I want to do a good job too. I want to take care of all these people that are asking for my help, but you can only spread yourself so thin. And so to add a couple coaches on your team is really helpful. But, they have to be ready. So, and these coaches that are on my team, they were just sending me clients. And I'm like, why are you sending me clients? Like, why are you sending me clients? You could be helping them. And they're going to come to you anyway because they're your family. They trust you and love you. Why don't you help them and make money? And, why don't you help them? You know how this works. It's not that hard. And so they're like, oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, I'll be a coach. And then all of a sudden they're helping a lot of people that, they already love anyway. And they're making money doing it. And it's helping me by not, freeing up a little bit of my time.
Well, and like Corey Baker says, they don't know what they don't know. And like with Felicity's call that we had the other day, she had a whole family of people that the mom was wanting to help her son and her daughter and her husband. And so, but she didn't have the money to do it either. So we brought up the coaching and she's like, oh my gosh. So
yeah.
They don't even know that's an option. Same with Danielle. She got a referral, and the husband and the wife, and I think that there was somebody else in that family, wasn't there, Danielle? But anyway, they're all wanting to coach too. So
That's awesome.
anyway, and it's just, they're going to be more successful if they're having to repeat what they're learning. So it's in their best interest if they grow a business out of it, or if they just have 1 or 2 people. So don't forget that it's in their best interest to offer coaching. But the ones you want to bring in as partners, you know, you want to find somebody that's a good fit with you that you want to grow with. But there's some coaches that just will help a few people, and that's fine too. So, well, thanks for sharing on that, because it's fun to hear how everybody's, you know, growing their business, or the different approaches everybody takes, because everybody's going to do a different personality, but we're all headed in the same goals as far as wanting to help people. Before I forget, is everybody in the sponsoring Breakthrough Bootcamp? Does everybody know where to find that? I'm going to share my screen real fast. Has anybody seen this new one that Corey Baker just posted 23 hours ago? So that was today or last night. But I strongly recommend all of you guys for getting on to this, because Corey Baker talks about the objectives versus, you know, just, we all have our strong reason why we're coaching, but then everybody has their objectives too, you know, oh, I don't have time, or it's too hard, or it's too much, or, but us, so say me, when I'm bringing in a new coach, sometimes where we go wrong is we're excited because we know what's available, but we forget to take them where they are and help them develop their why and overcome their objectives so that they can create success. So that little video, it's about 18 minutes or so, but I would strongly recommend you all to get onto that and hear it. It's really good to hear different approaches to our business. So when you all become coaches to coaches, you can set them up to create the most success. And he does a really good job of that. Also, I wanted to remind you guys that our Fit and Fun group can be a very good support group if we continue to utilize it. Try to like go in and do a live video and introduce yourself and share your story, or ask if you can interview one of your clients in there and share their story or their week's success, or post pictures of clients when they become new clients, or post pictures of new coaches and tell a little about them. I've had some feedback with that group that there's very few involved. And as a client's perspective, they're seeing, why is there only like 3 people and there's 900 in here? So if we can just be very, you know, considerate of that group, it's not my group. So don't anybody think that it's mine. It's ours. And it's there for all of us to utilize, and it's there to support our clients. Where, like Jacinda said, you know, sometimes we don't want to or don't have time to just support all these people, but that Facebook group is a big resource that could kind of, I shouldn't say the word babysit, but it kind of takes care of our patient or our clients until we can follow up with them on a weekly basis. So if you guys can maybe try to, there's some of you that are super, super good at commenting and welcoming everybody, and that's very much appreciated on the client's side, and also as us as health coaches when we see our people taken care of. So maybe try to utilize that a little bit. Just take ownership of it. When I was starting my Facebook group for our client team, I was in a different one, and I was, you know, wondering if I should start a new one because theirs was pretty non-existent. And the counsel that I was given when I started that group is just try to include everybody, try to, you know, engage the conversations, try to keep the momentum, the energy. So I think the more we all take ownership of it like it's yours, like if you were the leader of this group, how would you, you know, use it and try it? See if you can get more out of it than what we're getting right now. Because that'll just, we have a lot of people in there that aren't clients. And I think if they saw how fun it was, we might have more people come into our community as well. So, also the Utah training is, who's going to that? Christy, Danielle, Trishelle, Jacinda, Chelsea. Okay. Also, I just posted in our Crosby thread where, Jacinda, where are you staying? Are you staying on campus?
Me?
Yeah.
I am staying with my aunt and uncle. They live in Salt Lake.
Oh, that's right. And
Yeah.
Danielle, Trishelle, Christy, are you guys on campus? Did you get a room?
So I'm staying at my house, and Danielle's gonna come and stay with me.
Okay.
Yep.
And Trishelle, do you have a place? Sorry, you're on mute. Let me see. Okay.
Kylie and I haven't gotten a room yet.
Okay.
We've talked about it, just haven't done anything about it yet. So.
Okay. My uncle is 23 miles away if anybody needs to stay there too. So that's where I'll be staying. I did look today and all the rooms are booked out. You'd have to get one in a, you know, close vicinity, but not on campus. Anyway, and anybody that hit ED in the month of October, they are invited to go to the special event on the 8th. Jan Paxman just told me to let you guys know. So you can come to that. We'd love to have you. Any questions on that? And it's not too late to be a part of it if anybody wants to join. The next one is, I'm not sure if anybody's qualified for it, but we got invited to Doug Wood's training, the Intentional Summit training, and that you had to be an executive director with 6,000 in volume and 2 senior coaches. So,
Tanya,
yes,
is that 6,000 of frontline volume?
I believe so. Danielle, do you know on that?
Yeah, I believe they said it was 6,000 in your own frontline volume, and then you need to have 2 senior coaches.
Okay. And that's yearly that they're opening that up to more people. So that's something I'd really work towards. It's kind of a mini Sundance. And if all of you guys saw the leadership call and saw how valuable those trainings are, those are good reasons to grow your business so you can start to be a part of more of the leadership training. So there's a lot of value in not reaching a rank per se, but growing your business so that you can learn with the leaders. But the next training after that will be Go Global. And if you're an executive director, then you will qualify for that. And I think that's in like March. You know, Danielle? We went last year. It's March.
It was April.
April.
Yeah.
So qualify for executive director by April if you can, because that Sundance training is a mini national convention, and is what they do is they discuss what they're going to bring up at national convention. So you get pre-information for, you know, our business. So that's a great opportunity to go to. And then one other one that I was thinking about, the cruise. If you guys maintain your rank, you still have the next 2 months to qualify for that. So just try to keep your business moving forward. And everybody that's on track is still on track as of this month, but you got to finish out your month to be able to qualify for that. But Anyway, I just want to remind you guys though of this sponsoring boot camp. Every single day they're trying to post something valuable in there that will help grow your business. So since they don't have the boot camp training happening right now, I would set aside maybe 30 minutes to an hour to get on different recordings in there. I think TJ has jumped on a bunch of those. Have you found those helpful? Okay.
There we go. Yes, they have been, especially being new, so it's a lot of information, but it's beginning slowly but surely fall in place for me. So it's been very beneficial, a lot of good insight on how to even word things, how to say things, how to go over the objections. And so it's been really helpful for me.
That's great. And I don't know if all you guys heard her in the beginning, how she approached health coaching. Just, you know, she's learning to drip, and and you get better. I mean, I think Danielle would be first to agree with me that, you know, we get better as we go, and you just get more confident.
Mm-hmm. I would say so. I'm finding it, I'm beginning to see it falling more in line with just my counseling. And so I'm beginning to kind of say, okay, I really could do this. I mean, I've been doing counseling for 25 years. I could do this. So it's beginning to feel a little bit more comfortable. It's just knowing the information, how to say it, you know, just the knowledge base of it. But I figured, you know what, I can fake it till I get it.
I don't know where we heard that before. That's my motto. See, you were meant to be on this team. Also, the thing that Doug Wood just shared this morning, I posted in our Maintain for Life and Fit and Fun. But he really is going back to the fundamentals. And I like that they pull us in over and over again, because everybody tries to spice it up and make it add this, add that, make this taste good, make that taste good. And it draws away from the program and the purpose and the fat burn and the habits of treating this like a diet versus a lifestyle. So I would kind of go in and read those and maybe share what it's been for you when you followed the program versus when you were altering it. But those are great fundamentals to go back to the drawing board. And like he says, as health coaches, just stick to the program. Don't try to be the hero coach, you know, adding in all other things or promoting this or that, or try this and condiment and that condiment. So anyway, a lot of value in that sponsoring boot camp training that I just wanted to remind you that's available. So I don't know when our next boot camp training is going to be. Has anybody heard anything on that? Okay. So until now, since they have so many in there, they're just going to keep adding additional trainings in there every day and not necessarily have a big boot camp at this time. So any questions or anything, what's coming up or anything we need to discuss?
Is there any word on when they're going to release the Habits of Health 2.0 yet?
I keep hearing December-ish. So,
because I thought it was fall, and I'm like, it's fall.
Yeah, it sounds like it'll be more towards the end of the year.
Okay.
At least by Go Global in April, but they're still doing a lot of, because when they do release it, it's got to be pretty bulletproof. So I think they're testing it out right now with the leaders. Because at the Intentional Summit training, a lot of them said that they were able to see what was out there, but I think that they're kind of using it to see if there's too many kinks. But are all of you guys aware of the Monday Night Leadership Call, TJ and Felicity? Okay, and how to find those? One more thing I wanted to share about tomorrow is Dr. Anderson is doing a live presentation, and he's sharing what our offering is about. He's not going too much into health coaching, but the way that we should invite people to those is if you have time, just get on the phone and just ask people if they would like to hear more about why you decided to become a health coach and what it's done for you. And if they want to join you in listening to Dr. Anderson explain, that's a great way to not have to do it yourself. because sometimes it's hard to share the program, and it's nice to have Dr. Anderson do that. So, and also tonight is a trilogy presentation on the millennials. They said like 1980 to 1990 something or something like that. That the new people that are like in their 20s who decided to health coach, they're the ones sharing their stories. So that's tonight after the Habits of Health. So another good reason to find or to invite people to those. And also, I don't know if you guys know that you can find the recordings to the trilogies when you search YouTube and put Optavia Trilogy presentation. So a lot of you are asking how you can send out transformational stories or trilogy presentations to people. If you'll just YouTube those, there's several different stories. So a lot of that stuff you guys can utilize, and don't forget to kind of use those. And then just keep doing health assessments. And we got a lot of new coaches, which is super exciting. And Felicity and TJ have been super energetic to continue to offer, and it's really fun to know that you can have the tools to assist more people. And then Ron Flake isn't able to be on, but he actually had somebody reach out to him that wants to do it out of a nurse practitioner office. So we're bringing in more credibility. We're offering this to more people. It's being consistent with your, you know, what you want to accomplish, and remembering why you started. You guys are going to start to get better at it. You're going to develop your business, your finances. So continue what you're doing. Everybody's doing a great job. I know sometimes we try to compete with each other just naturally, but we're here to help each other, and that's all that we need to worry about. So anyway, any more questions on that? All the events coming up, or okay, awesome. I'm excited. A lot of you guys are going to be in Utah. I'm bringing my son. He's going to see what it's like. If he likes it or not. I had him listen to a trilogy presentation, and I'm like, did you get a lot out of it? He goes, Mom, we could all do this in our sleep. It's not that I don't know what to do.
Oh, funny.
Live it out loud. Anyway.
That's cute.
All right. Well, you guys are all awesome, and I appreciate everything. Felicity, do we have a call tonight?
I will call. I'll call you.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome.
We do. Yes, we have the big family.
Okay.
I mean, not the big family, but you know the. Oh my gosh.
Not the 13 kids family, but the.
Yeah. The 7. They have seven kid family.
Yeah. And then TJ, Michelle, and Rhonda, we have our call tonight at 7 with Brian. All right.
Correct.
So, okay. Anybody else have anything to bring up, or?
I'd like to share something, if I may.
I would love that.
I have I received the Success magazine, and I've been reading that and following it for years. And I came across some 5 tips for staying strong. And I was listening to that, and I'm thinking, God, this is so pertinent for all of us as coaches and as human beings, and not only just as coaches, but also as in our journey, in our own personal transformations. And the 5 tips is, number 1, stay strong, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. So keeping a balance in your own life also will help you stay rejuvenated, so that you don't feel out of sorts, so that when you're trying to help someone, you're much more at ease and much more confident. Number 2 is self-care. Stay alert, and just go out and do something for yourself. Learn how to either relax or meditate. Number 3 is fuel creativity, is enjoy some of those hobbies and those other outside activities that get you into that relaxed state of mind, so that also helps you regenerate. And number 4 is deal with it. Whenever you have any problems come up, instead of avoiding them or putting them off, just deal with them to the best that you can at that moment, so that they don't continue to build up and then eventually one day may explode. So just deal with it, and it will prevent you from it will prevent yourself from defeating yourself. And then the last one is just learn more, personal development. And I know I've heard that a lot in all the calls that I've been listening to. And it's so important just to read, and set some goals for yourself, even 15 or 30 minutes a day, just to do some personal development, just recharge yourself. And follow those simple tips, and it helps you be successful and grow.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I love how you're into the personal development, because, you know, her whole career is mindfulness, and you have to build that, you know, you got to get better progressively. So
Correct. And one of the things that they did say in the trainings was, of course, if they came to their own realization, some of these top leaders is like, wow, if I stop growing, that means I'm not going to be moving forward anymore. So it was a reminder for themselves also to continue to grow. We never can stop learning, that's for sure.
yes. And the whole summit that they had in Utah, what was it called? Sundance. It was all about personal development, and if we can do better ourselves, we can help more people. So this truly is about taking care of us, and that way we can build that confidence. So you're exactly right, and I appreciate comments, and like I said, you guys can comment at any time, so feel free. But thanks for being on, all of you, and it's so fun to follow up every week and just see where we're at. Rhonda, congratulations. I know you can't give a thumbs up, but it's fun to bring in new coaches. We're congratulating Rhonda, but we know she can't talk. So, all right. Well, I will get the recordings out if you guys want this for your teams. Kylie said that she was driving, lost reception. So, but I look forward to seeing a lot of you guys in Utah. But hopefully more than that, invite people to come on to Dr. Anderson's trilogy presentation tomorrow. Those are a good chance to just have people over or get on Zoom from their own homes with you without having to clean your house. Or like they said, just clean one room and invite a few people. You never know what'll happen. So Danielle, that might be one to have Monique and that other person join.
Okay.
So good excuse to have them meet you at the college. So, all right, awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Glad you made it back, Christy and Danielle.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You got to go
Thanks.
back to Disneyland soon, it sounds like.
Yeah. Yep. Got to go trick or treat and not eat the candy.
You can pass out lettuce.
They did pass out carrots and apple slices, just FYI.
That's right.
They're still not on plan for the 5-in-1, but hey, it's healthier.
That's right. Well, thank you guys again,
Thanks.
and be sure to jump in our Facebook group and use that support. But all right, everybody have a good week, and we will follow up with you soon. And I'll follow up with everybody sometime this week or do some calls. So let me know when.
Have a great one.
Thank you, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.